Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Caffeine and Encrypted and we are back with more Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Few things have changed, so we are a bit ahead on time and I'll explain in a minute why. Also, did you know you can actually put titles on your buildings if you go over here on the building transparent icon and you give them like a little sign. So like this, shield distro, and I made this one over here. Construction materials. Just a fun little cool thing to do. You can name anything in the game, which is pretty fun. Now, we had a bit of a situation. Winter came in and I ran out of workers, which caused every single citizen I had to die. So I had to spend a couple of years to rebuild my citizens, and since that was kind of boring, I just skipped through that. Now, while doing that, I learned a few things that I want to share with you. So first of all, our citizens have a number of demands. Let's grab this guy, for example. Some demands are opposites to the other. So for example, if they're well-fed, happiness goes up, which is good, we want happiness. If they have adequate healthcare, their health remains high, which is good. If they drink alcohol, their health goes down, and their alcohol addiction goes up. If they hit 100% alcohol addiction, they are doomed. They can never get rid of it. Loyalty progressively goes up based on monuments, especially when they walk past monuments. So that's something important that I found out. Now, culture is the opposite of alcohol addiction. Offer them culture, and that will completely decrease their need for alcohol. Saves you money, and also keeps them healthier. So this right here is an example of an ideal citizen. Obviously about to get to education level 2, which is perfect. So, and increases their lifespan. Our goal for lifespan is probably about 84, 86, 88. That's where we want our people to be. So we have a thriving republic. At the moment, we're up to 4,331 people with an equal breakdown between lower education and higher education, which is fine. We are running out of space. And the way I built this, I found out later that it's not really optimal because I had to add a few paths to fix connections like to hospitals, fireplace, and all of those things. But now if I add anything else, they won't be able to reach it. So I need a whole new setup altogether. And over here, I did throw a police station because bringing in a lot of third world people, the criminality was quite high and it was out of control. So I had to tame that in. Here is a radio station, which I've been trying to set up, but we need a lot more workers. And the target for today's episode is make a new town, make a new, bigger, better town, and start taking advantage of those things. We have a bit of money, but that's not because of our high income. We still have 2 loans going. One for, well, two 2 million ones, and I have another 2 million for buffer if needed. But generally, in terms of income, we are sort of okay. As long as we have enough workers to keep things running. Now, before I go mess with a new city, I went over here and I terraformed this. I wanted to make it into a nice flat area so I can make this the gem of our republic. Let's call it that. And while looking at our production over here, we are not even making a dent to our reserves or the raw bauxite. So I'm thinking of setting up yet another processing plant right here, feed into this just to double our exports. So let's do that now. I remember what it is. There you are. So, bauxite processing plant. So at the moment, this is our bauxite storage. It feeds to this directly without a conveyor belt. And then it feeds into that. So we need to make a couple small changes. Actually, no, we don't need changes. Because I can feed into this directly. And maybe Yeah, because I don't want to stop this. If I stop this, it will cut down our profits. So what if I place you here without a conveyor belt? You don't really need one. Not for now, at least. Again, we're not going for optimal setup for this. It's just temporary. So let's go with these. But that might give me a bit of flexibility. I mean, I could raise the ground over here. Can my guys reach? I cannot because of the road. Oh, I can. Okay. Yep, so just elevate that a little bit. Just to give me some space. And let's go level terrain, height from center. I'm not going to go crazy on it. I want to maintain the water connection. That's why I'm doing a tiny little section. Okay, let's try this again. So, metallurgy, bauxite processing plant. So if I make you across the water, you're probably a little too far. Maybe. No, you can actually reach. It's just we need more ground. Okay. Let's make this a little bit bigger. I think that is good. So we have a connection everywhere. This is a mud road. It doesn't matter for now. And we want to start building this. So let's confirm. They pick up stuff from the aggregate storage into the bauxite plant. Then once built, they will transfer it across with between two conveyor belts into this, so we'll load this faster. Is power. So we might have a problem with power. Actually, it goes up to 240 from that spot, so let's measure it. Because I didn't pay attention to that when I was building this. Well, you are under 240, even your absolute edge is better than that. So I think that should be okay. Now we need a bus stop. I'm only going to bring about 50 people here, not more. So I will probably use one of the free ones. Let's see where we are. You can hold up to 100. Yep, that's fine. No need for 100. And I think I'm gonna place you around the middle. Right here. I will connect this. So you're arriving this way, so you go in and then you go out. I kind of want to connect it over here, but I don't think it will let me. That's okay, you can go here, it's only one vehicle. Okay, submit all that. And let's get building. Okay, so that's step one. And that will allow us to build the other two over here and actually take advantage of those. So that will increase our income, and we do want to increase our income. Let's go up to where we have our iron mine. So, oh, this is finally done. It took a very long time to build this. We're not doing anything with the oil yet, we're just storing it. That's another step we will work on. And here is where we have our ore mine that we need to build. So at the moment I'm still building the roads just so we can get access to it. Because to build this new city, we will need a lot of steel. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot of steel. Now, we need to be mindful of pollution as well. And we will need a proper power network for this, because this is no longer good. We utilized a lot of the connections and we'll have to tear down a lot of things. So it's about time we set up our own. And I find that this heating plant over here is a bit of a problem, because it's relatively close to the city, so I think the pollution does get to it. Even though at a glance it doesn't, it's around it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 dots around it, but the air actually pushes the pollution over here, so we get a lot of sick people. And that's a problem that I had during the very first few years. So let's see how we're gonna do this. We're gonna start with mud roads, just so we can plan. And whatever we do, we should be able to reach the train. And the train, we will probably be able to reach with a bus. Do we have any good way to connect to the highway? So our highway is over here. I could go over the lines and get a connection to the highway over here, but this will be a very long one. I don't want to lead a lot of traffic in between the rails because they will start messing with the rails. What I can do is I can retrofit these to make a line go down here and merge into this sort of connection. Let's see how much traffic we will need to deal with. Okay, let's start doing some measurements. So let's say, no, clear all of them. Thank you. All of them. So let's start from up here and let's say up to this side. That's 700. Okay. So we would want a lot of our service buildings somewhere in the middle of this, so people can access them from both sides, including the bus. So let's go throw a very big bus station there. 250, 500. Okay, 500 is our big one. And I want this somewhere relatively in the middle, so I'll just randomly place it down here for now. Now you will need a connection to the outside world, and you will need to be able to reach this. So let's take you and move you right here. Let's pass this across. And for now, just a straight line. Connect this down here. Actually, take that. Now that I have the node, and take you all the way there. So that's a start. You will need to go out on this. Do you only need one path? Yes, you do. Okay, so you will exit and enter from here. So I suspect the traffic will go down and this way. Okay. Now, since this is the bus, a lot of people will go around there to get what they need. And we will need, definitely, a gas station, so people can refuel their vehicles and everything else. So let's keep you somewhat close to this. So I say let's leave a little bit of space. Actually, since this is the connection, is here far? Yeah, but they will be going back and forth. Let's hold off on that. Let's plan a few more things before we go down this path. But I think, ideally, I want to place it somewhere here. Now, services. We need a hospital. Absolutely. And people will need to be able to reach the hospital from anywhere. Since our city will probably have side 1 and side 2, we will need one on each One up, one down. So I'm going to go here, roughly extend you here, and you go here. So let's select the hospital again. I don't want it to have access to the highway immediately. I want it to have its own separate road again. So let's say you go over here with an extra road. And then you merge into the road this way. That's good. Let's keep you close, since people will need to be able to reach you. So right about here. The fire station. I will go next to you because we kind of need that. So here. Don't worry about those. Okay, so those two are there. They will have their own. Well, I can either distribute fuel to them directly, or I can just put a fuel station right next to them. This holds more and I will need less distribution offices to supply this. So what I might do, if I can squeeze it right here somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna place that here. So I will not supply those directly. They will just go in here and get what they need. And let's see how that will work out. Now, in terms of other essentials, we will need a shopping center and we will need a big one because we have a lot of people. People will need to be able to walk to it and I will need to be able to connect it to a warehouse. So let's try to align those paths here. There you go. That's the shopping center. So they can buy what they need. We will also need a warehouse. There you are. Now, we can do the same setup as the other side down here with a roadhouse, just so we don't have to bring meat separately. Will there be anything else over here that they take? So they will be taking food from here. They will, well, they could be taking alcohol out of here as well and replenishing what they need to replenish. Clothes will need to go here. So in reality we have food 1, alcohol 2, clothes 3, and electronics 4. So 4 resources. And then there is meat, which will need its own one. Okay, let's see if we can make that work. But that won't pull directly, so no, I cannot use a roadhouse for this. So, and if I place that here, the problem with these lines is that you cannot pass a pedestrian path over them. But I should be able to refill this with a train. And since my train lines will be here, this should be able to go out here and around. Can I place you somewhere up here? But then I won't be able to connect that. Okay, so let's squeeze this here so we don't lose too much space from the pedestrian paths. See if we can put a road. And not nicely. So Destroy this. Let's give it a bit more space. So something like about this. Oh, we don't need this connection, we have this. Oh well. But still, we don't want to have too many nodes close together. So I think that's reasonable. And then I want a train line. So go up here. And carve around this way. And then this way. If possible, I do not want to make any changes in the terrain. And then I can bring this down. Well, I should probably make it merge over here. Because this is my resource bypass. Because you are a cargo train, and as a cargo train, what are you going to bring? You can bring the resources I want. So I can literally have a train go here, maybe. Okay, let's place that here. So there will be a little warehouse on this side, which will unload from this. This will need to go outside of the rail. I don't want it to mess with the rail. There is already too many connections messing with the rail. So go this way, and let's go. Actually, I have a node I want to use here. Okay. And from here, I want to connect with this. So go up and then curve. Needs a bit of change over here. Let's try to make it a little smoother. Now, I cannot terraform it because I don't have a construction office that can reach this. Let's fix that. So let's get you. Let's put, I think I should have a free one. And that's where the free ones are super handy. Just go over here so we can do what we need to do. Let's buy a bulldozer and an excavator. We'll need to give them a minute to get there, I think. Yeah. Let's fast forward a little bit. They bought them from over here and they're going to go... Yeah, they're gonna take the scenic route. Okay, well, we know where this needs to go, so when they get there, they get there. Let's continue planning. Because I don't think I will connect this into the main track, or if I do, I will do it in the future. So we have that. Is there another service we need? Well, we will definitely need the police station, and those have a massive range. And we want a big one, not a small one. So we can go on the other side with this, so they can still access this road. So let's go and say... Can I see how far this is? No. We'll have to use the measure. That's okay. Let's eyeball it. We don't want perfect grids anyway. So let's place you here. What I'm going to do... Let's trim down this a little bit. That's perfect. And this is not. That's okay. Go here. So we have a little bit of a look back for when we need it. We might need it, we might never need it. Now, police station. You can go on this side. People will be able to reach you from this side, so that is very good. Actually, go a bit farther back, I think. We need to flatten this. Okay. So you go right about here. Then we will need a courthouse. The difference is mainly steel and a lot of asphalt. It doesn't say how many they can use, but I've never filled the other one with cases yet. So let's go with a small one. And I guess I should build you somewhere up here, since you don't need to terraform anything. Perfect. And we have a prison that is far. That's okay. Will the secret police reach up there that I have here? Probably, when the road is built. Seems to have quite the range. So I will not build a new one, at least now. Okay, so we have that. Any other important things? Yes, cinemas. Those are super important. So people will go over there a lot. Let's do the houses first, and then see where we need to place the culture. So are we going to continue with these ones, or should we try some different ones? They use a lot of prefab. And they have a good size to them, but I'm looking to make the city at least about 10,000, I think. 14 tons of steel, quality 80%, 89%. Bricks seem to have a much higher one, and I can actually make bricks. But they're smaller. Yeah, they take more space and they don't hold that many people. So this is the most dense ones I have. Yeah, let's use those. Why not? And we will need schools and stuff which can go around the middle. So let's say, in theory, you have a path going down this way. So that's 3, and that's 300 people, so that's 900, that's about 1,000, so every 3 is about 1,000. Let's go down here. I think that's relatively straight. And let's measure. So you are the farthest one. Clear everything. You being the farthest, can you reach this stuff? They are about 400, so yes. So even diagonal, you will struggle a little bit to reach those. You don't need to reach that stuff, but these you do need to. So maybe we'll remove this and we will stay with 4 in a row. Let's continue. This I'm gonna move a bit farther away because I want to have a road going in between them and I want to have a clean footpath as well. Okay. And let's do this 2 more times. Or maybe 1. Because that's 1, 2, 3. I want to squeeze about 4,000 people here. Okay. Let's see if we can keep things accessible with schools and everything. So let's have a road go here. Even though we don't really need it, I think it will help navigating around the town. So you go there, and then I can use those as districts. So this is a district, and they should be able to reach down here too. So let's go... So the maximum I want to go is about down here. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm going to align you with this. I don't know if I will keep this connection, but we'll see. They will also need a pub, which they can reach. We don't really want them to use the pub, but they will use it regardless. So let's place one close to all the food stuff. That way we can refill it easily. Yeah, they should all be able to reach it up here. Go there. Schools are the other important thing. Kindergarten. I could squeeze it, but I don't want to squeeze them. Instead, I want to have them all sort of collected down here. You can have 100 babies at a time. I do not know the rate they reproduce, but considering we will have a major baby boom, let's go for 1 per 1,000 people. So since this area will be 1, actually that's, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, that's 2,500 people, so let's go with 2 of those here. And let's keep you, let's give you a bit of a distance. And I have a reason I put this back here, because I want to make a little road, like a little footpath carving this way. So that will be the 2, and I will leave space to see if I need more. We will need a school that they can actually reach. School, how many do you keep 120 people. See, that's not much. So what I can do is I can use this as the end point. Or I could even build a separate district for students and move them with buses, but let's try to keep this part self-sufficient for now. So let's give this a bit of space. And that's the thing with this game, you never know everything. Every playthrough, you learn more and more and more. And that's what I really love about it. Okay. And let's confirm the pathing. So you being the farthest away on going this way, so point 1. And then go here, give me a green dot, thank you. $300. 330, 340. Yep, that's good. They can reach that. They can reach that very easily. Now, let's go put the footpath here, since I don't think anything else will go on this side. Let's go with right about here. And same with this side. There is a reason I left all this space in between. Monuments will be really important. So here I'm gonna squeeze some monuments, I think. So every time they pass through, they look at them and they get more loyal. And I'm gonna go on decorations, on decorative payment. And can I make this nice with gravel?